In 1919, Reverend Dr. W. Edward Williams, along with members of Faith Presbyterian Church, celebrated the burning of the $4,000 mortgage of a building adjacent to the sanctuary. It was located at 52 North Duke Street. Purchased in 1917, the building had been acquired because Williams had noted that the black children of his community were not allowed to have access to the local YMYWCA. In the March 17, 1917 edition of the York Gazette, an article reported that a fundraising concert featuring the renowned Fisk Jubilee Singers would be held at the high school. It included the following description of the house.
The community house for the benefit of the colored people of this city has about been finished and is in charge of Reverend Dr. W. Edward Williams, pastor of Faith Presbyterian Church. Dr. Williams has had considerable experience in the YMCA work in Baltimore, where he was a minister of the gospel before he came to York more than a year ago. Reverend Dr. and Mrs. Williams reside in apartments on the second floor. The first room front has been equipped as a reading room, supplied with all the leading magazines and newspapers. It has also a good library. At the rear is a game room with the pool table installed. Shower baths have also been installed, and a dispensary is being fitted up where persons can be supplied with medical aid at certain times to be designated later. There is also an assembly room for the use of the Board of Directors, which is composed of both colored and white people of the city. The officers of the board are Dr. G.W. Bowles, Chairman, Dr. James A. Dale, Treasurer, and Reverend Dr. W. Edward Williams, Secretary.
Among those celebrating the burning of the mortgage in 1919 was Glenn Alvin J. Goodrich, Jr., chair of the Church Board of Trustees. He was also the grandson of the late freed slave, successful businessman, and Underground Railroad conductor William C. Goodrich, and son of the late and renowned photographer Glenn Alvin and Rhoda Goodrich. Present as well was Samuel Small, son of the late Philip Albright Small, and nephew of the late Samuel and Isabel Small. His $500 donation had helped retire the mortgage. Such a gift was fitting, no doubt, in light of the fact that Samuel was instrumental in not only the founding, but also in the naming of Faith Presbyterian Church, along with the purchase of the congregation sanctuary in 1894, a year before it was even officially constituted as a congregation by the presbytery. Notably absent, however, was the pastor of First Presbyterian Church and close colleague of W. E. Williams, the Reverend Dr. Andrew Todd Taylor. There is no doubt Taylor would have been present at this significant occasion if he had been able. Tragically, at the time of the ceremony, he was suffering from neuralgia of the heart, a painful condition by which he would die a few months later, on December 21, at the age of 55. Other prominent citizens of the community were present. Notable industrialist A.B. Farquhar, along with pastors of local white congregations such as Christ Lutheran and St. John the Baptist Episcopal, made remarks. For years to come, the community house, a forerunner of Crispus Attucks York, itself founded in 1931 by board member Dr. George W. Bowles, along with Faith Presbyterian pastor Reverend Thomas Montooth, would prove to be an essential building in the community. The community house provided medical assistance, as well as opportunities of education, recreation, and fellowship for black and white alike. Symbolic, perhaps, of what the members of Faith Presbyterian always hoped it would be, a model of racial equality and harmony.
When Jesus was my sins away.